All right. Top commenter of the day goes right to Pierre. He was numero uno, number one commenter in the box. First one to pop up. Kayla was second. Nika was third. Young Boy Jay was fourth. And Sasha was fifth. Shout out to all y'all who came in here on time, right when I went live. And if you want to be regarded as a top commenter of the day, all you got to do is come in right when I go live. And you too will be able to get the moniker of top commenter of the day. Later on in the year, I will start gifting memberships to those who are the top commenters of the day. Now, I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank you for asking. All right, y'all. So let's dive into this because there was a lot going on. We're going to stick to the good parts and skim over the other parts. So there were matches on the card. It was a tag team match between DIY and New Day. That didn't end too well. Judgment Day ended up coming in and taking over that match and beating up all the tag teams, including Awesome Truth, who was on commentary. It's pretty funny commentary from R-Truth, so I highly recommend that you watch it. There was also a match between Giovanni and Andrade. It was supposed to be Ivar, but for whatever reason that got changed. Not sure why, but it did. Candice LeRae had a match with Ivy today. In that match, she tried to feign an injury in the hopes that Indy Hartwell would involve herself in that match, but I didn't see Indy do anything to Ivy. But Candice LeRae ended up cheating anyway, so she can, continue her momentum and getting W's over anybody that she faces. Not only that, but she slapped the shit out of Maxine. And then what other match was that we saw? Oh, Bronson Reed and Sami Zayn. So Bronson Reed and Sami Zayn had a match. Tittles came out there ready to roll. But Gunther keeps playing mind games with Sami, growing on the seeds that are already planted. Those seeds of doubt that are there, Sami is allowing them to fester and continue to roll. And this was a way for him to continue to place doubt in Sami's mind, and it worked. He was able came out there to distract Sami, and I felt like if you believed that he couldn't beat him, then there was no reason for you to come out there. He came out there intentionally to cause him to be distracted so he would lose, and so Sami could still continue to sow those seeds of doubt. Chad Gable came in and told him, if you want a new mindset and you want to finally be able to best Gunther, then the best way to do that is you need to come talk to me. To which Sami looked like he agreed, which that's interesting, but I don't like it. I don't like the dynamic of it. It don't look right. It look like it don't smell good. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Now let's get to the real meat and potatoes of Monday Night Raw because there was a couple of match. There was a match at the end of the show, and there was also a gruesome battle at the end of the show, and then there was some promos being cut. So let's start off at the beginning. Cody cut a promo on the Bloodline, Rock, all of them, and basically reiterated what he said Friday, but he also made it very clear that he, was the one, and he wasn't backing down. And while he looks like a politician, he operates like one. He said, I'm behaving like a champion because we don't have one right now. I'm giving them the champion that they rightfully deserve. Do you, take that however you want to. Now, as Cody wrapped up his promo or got ready to finish it, The Rock came out. Excuse me. The Rock never uttered a word when he came out, but he did say one thing to Cody when he was standing there. And I believe what he said to him was, I'm going to make you bleed. Later on tonight, I'm going to make you bleed. I believe that's what he said. Something along those lines. Now, of course, this is the ominous picture that everybody is seeing on social media, and I believe that's what he said to him while he was talking. Okay, I'm not sure. And excuse me, y'all. I'm extremely tired, so pardon me if I keep yawning. But when asked when he came through the curtain what he said, he basically said, "Go ask Cody Rhodes." Now, when Homegirl went and asked Cody, Cody said, "I'm not gonna be able to utter that back because it's not something that should be said basically in mixed company." Which I was like, okay, cool, but tell us anyway. Like, I ain't trying to be rude, or disrespectful. I'm just saying, like, bitch, we want to know what he said. But I'm assuming what he said was later on tonight, I'm going to make you bleed. Which, if I'm being fair, he made good on that promise. It was it was pretty fucking brutal. Like they on some next level shit right there. Um hello Tirza. Okay. All right. He definitely kept his promise, Brandy. All right, y'all. So we gonna move through this one. We not gonna keep it long, I promise. Oh, and I forgot about Rick. Ricochet had a match with JD McDonough again, and he beat him fair and square, even though Dom interfered multiple times. He's been on quite the roll. This match was fire. If I had to say what was my favorite match of the night, because there wasn't a lot of them that were like stellar matches. A lot of what we were watching was promo leading up to WrestleMania. However, Ricochet's match was the best match of the night. I have to say McDonough did well in that match as well, but Ricochet was the star. It was very clear by how this match was produced that he was the highlight. He was the one that this match was structured around, and it was so much fun to watch. It was clean. It had some high flying in there. You had a lot of Spanish flies. You had a lot going on from both men, but I will say hands down, my favorite match tonight. So good, and it's definitely something that I would watch back in like a replay. But anyways, now y'all know we was in Chicago. Okay, we was in Chi-Town. All right, and CM Punk was the star attraction, aside from The Rock making a surprise appearance. Okay, so CM Punk pops up on the show, and he's talking about what he's gonna do at WrestleMania. He answered the big question: "Yes, I'll be there," but he asked in what capacity. And before he could, elaborate further, he called out Drew McIntyre. Okay, he called good old Drifsky out there, and Drew started drumming on about how, "No, I don't hate you. You're my muse. Well, I'm tired. And these big biceps that you couldn't dream of get tired, and they're not getting enough this and that. I think of you and your broken arm, and it pushes me past my fourth wall," or whatever the case may be. And I was like, okay, girl, whatever. So, meanwhile, he was bitching out Drew McIntyre for majority of the night. Drew McIntyre stayed in his bag, did not go further, but CM Punk was ready to bless his ass beyond measure. When he never set foot past where he was, he walked around the ring, went to the side where Pat was, stood up, crossed his feet on the table like CM Punk would do, mocking him, mimicking him, doing whatever he could to rile him. It wasn't working. CM Punk was focused on him specifically, not his antics. So while CM Punk was calling him out, here comes Seth freaking Rollins. Seth pretty much was like, "Dude, I haven't been paying you no attention. I haven't mentioned your name. I haven't thought about you. And mainly it's because I don't give a damn about you. Never have, never will. But I'll tell you what, you want to be on commentary calling my one of my greatest moments, that's your business. That's great. I love that for you. You want to be ref, do that too. Not really concerned about it, because at the end of the day, it's still a moment that you have to use in order to be relevant. You need me. You out here telling everybody that they need you and the world needs you, but nah, you got to twist it. You need me. in order to give you a moment at WrestleMania. And I was like, he kind of has a point, because I promise you, if he was not sick, well, injured, this entire situation would be going a totally different way. Drew would not be involved, not in any way, shape, or form. And I'm not sure of how they would have set this up, but it definitely wouldn't be what it is right now. So it's a lot going on without a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, as the show progressed, CM Punk gave his last word and bounced. And Drew tried to cut him, go in there and cut a promo and talk shit. And it was dumb. And he got kicked in the face for his troubles. Now that would later on come back to bite Seth freaking Rollins in his ass. Because as Seth was trying to help Jey Uso from getting attacked in the ring during his match, he ended up taking a future shock DDT from Drew McIntyre. Now, after this promo was cut, I gotta think. I'm trying to think, y'all. My brain is foggy. Becky and Rhea. Becky and Rhea came out. Rhea came out there to call Becky out because she says she feels like she's being neglected, like she's being forgotten about. Becky came out there and basically told her, like, you see, I came out here, you're at 100, you're at 100%. You've been unharmed. Can't say the same for you, because every time you come to confront me, I've gone through a 20, 30-minute match. Iron Woman match. I'm in the match fighting for my life while you sitting in the back sipping off grapes off a Dom's tank. So she goes, Charlotte, well, not Charlotte, sorry. Rhea goes to, well, I don't have to do a lot to get noticed. All I got to do is post a little video or picture on Instagram or on TikTok, and these idiots eat it up. And Becky was like, yeah, you like to shake your ass so you can get attention. I don't have to do that. She said, in order for you to be champion and to stay champion, it takes real work ethic. It takes you knuckling down, putting 150% in your matches, in actual matches, not sitting on your ass babysitting Dominic Mysterio every 2 seconds because he don't know how to hold his wee-wee when he goes to the fucking bathroom. Child, when I tell you Becky cut her ass deep, she cut her deep. But where Rhea fucked up was Rhea came back with, well, when you sitting at home or you sitting on in the back and you watching me win for the upteenth time, and your daughter is sitting front row and she's calling me mommy. That's when you fucked up. She said, okay, bitch, you got one. But she said, you ever put my daughter's name in your mouth again, I'm going to knock your teeth down your throat. I said, you should have just punched her in her shit. If she had said macaroni and cheese, I'd have punched her dead in her fucking mouth. The mere thought of it, because you'll think twice the next time you say some shit about my daughter. Okay? The only motherfucker she gonna call mommy is me. You might have that grown man, baby. You call a man next to you calling you mommy, but that's because he don't know nothing about nothing, no other type of coochie except yours. Okay? You fucking around with somebody who is, let's just say that he's less than experienced. Okay? So of course he's gonna be sitting up holding on to your every word. Of course he is. Girl, I would have tore Rhea's behind up. And as soon as Dom got in the way, Becky punched him in his face. They started fighting. Okay, it turned into a big old to-do. The girls was out there getting it. But they had to wrap it up because Becky and Rhea's feud had not gone to the levels it needed to yet. And I'm glad that they did that. Overall, I'll say this. Monday Night Raw was insanity from start to finish. The way it finished was gruesome. Now, like I told y'all earlier, I believe The Rock said to Cody, later on tonight, I'm going to make you bleed. I think that's what he said. Because Solo and Jimmy were there. There was no tribal chief, which means they did this without either he was in on the gag or they did it without his permission, which could be problematic later on. Who knows? Now, once they get everything done, excuse me, The Rock comes after Cody's fighting both Jimmy and Solo. The Rock comes and beats him down. And he's just beating him up. Blood is coming down. He rubs the blood on the belt, keep mentioning his mother. And he said, "You think The Rock was going to let you talk shit like that and get away with it?" And then he spit. He made it look like he spit on him. That shit was wild as fuck. I was like, he gotta go. Like, I don't give a fuck what y'all gotta do. If you gotta whoop his ass, you kill him. Shit, but he gotta go. Because that was mad disrespectful. There are two things I will not tolerate. One of them is spitting. I don't like that shit. I think that is nasty. You are disgusting if you will at least even consider spit hawking up a loogie to spit on me or in my vicinity. That is a guaranteed ass whooping for me. I will gladly serve in prison for you spitting on me. I will do it. I will do it just so I can beat your ass. Cause that was wild as hell. Tag team match, give me Rock versus Cody Rhodes. Well, you're not getting it, babe. Sorry. CM Punk is messed up. Messed up Drew's chances to win in Mania because Drew is going to do the most at WrestleMania. And CM Punk is going to get his revenge. Whether CM Punk cost him the title or not is irrelevant to me. I knew for a fact that Drew McIntyre wasn't going to get his moment the way that he thinks. And with him being ringside at fucking Mania, I think it's going to be a 2-for-1 special. Because I'm telling you that Drew McIntyre is not going to be the one to be champion when we go into Monday Night Raw. But I don't think Seth's going to be champion either. Yeah, it's a whole lot of. I saw Becky got emotional, but they cut it out on the YouTube video. Oh well, that's terrible. Then The Rock say, "Boy, that does something to me when I hear the word boy." He is a half black man. It shouldn't do nothing to you. You know that man won't make it to walk down the ramp one time. You want him to do a double duty. Apparently. It is what it is, y'all. I promise y'all I wasn't trying to keep y'all on here long. I want y'all to understand that WrestleMania season is heating up. We are 12 days out until Mania. Yes, you heard that correctly. 12 days out. I'm gonna get me some sleep. And I'm gonna come back next. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and we'll talk about NXT. Now he get tired walking 5 minutes. Y'all crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. Y'all be easy. I promise y'all I was not gonna keep y'all long over here. I made sure I covered all the matches. Andrade, I believe I mentioned Andrade having a match with Gianni Vinci. He beat Gianni Vinci. There was a match with Ricochet and JD McDonough. Favorite match of the night, he beat him. Tag team match with New Day and DIY. There wasn't a winner because the Judgment Day attacked. There was a match between Sammy and Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed picked up the win. And then the final match was between Jey Uso and Shinsuke Nakamura, to which Jey Uso was able to win. But Cody Rhodes ended up bleeding in front of his own bus at the end of the night. So it was a lot going on. But I promise y'all I will be back tomorrow to watch NXT and tell y'all all the tea from NXT. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.